Jason Aaron and Aaron Kuder reveal Avenger Prime's identity as the combined effort of the multiversal Avengers push back Mephisto, but in doing so reveals the true threat to the God Quarry. Jason Aaron continues the Avengers Assemble storyline with a bit of a predictable development in the story, with the main threat switching from Mephistos and the Masters of Evil to just Doom above all. I'm all fine with Doctor Doom taking over as the main villain. It's always fun with him in the driver's seat as a main villain, but his overall plan almost feels like a recreation of his plan from Secret Wars, which is just to become the god of everything and make everything in his image. Using the goddesses of thunder as POV characters this issue was great, and I like that idea, dropping them into a huge war, something they have longed for but haven't been able to achieve thanks to where they are in their timeline at sort of the end of the universe sort of thing. So it's fun to see them become heroes who each embody a piece of their grandfather in some way. The big reveal of the issue, of course, is Avenger Prime's identity, and Aaron makes an extremely good use of how the Avengers were first assembled in the first place, tying it back to their first team up by having Loki be Avenger Prime, the one who originally got the Avengers together in the first place to beat him. It's such an interesting new take on the character and an idea, and the only thing undercutting it is that Prime just sort of shows up out of nowhere after supposedly being imprisoned by Mephisto in I believe the first or second issue of this series, with no explanation on how he escaped. So again, it could just be all tricks and traps and everything, but I'm intrigued to see where Jason is going to take it from here. Aaron Kuder again delivers some fantastic colourful action-orientated artwork for the story, giving us some grand in-scale sequences involving Old Man Phoenix, really doing a great job showing off all of his power. The sequence with the various Mjolnirs was great too, and I love the creative use of the hammers as traditional war artillery. I thought that was quite a neat trick. Avengers Forever issue 13 took the Avengers Assemble storyline in some predictable yet fun directions, culminating in a creative twist that pays homage to the original reason the Avengers were assembled in the first place. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. Avengers Forever issue 13 finds Old Man Phoenix beaten by Mystique, trying to recall to Raven how exactly they met and why they stuck in each other's lives the way they do. Raven remembers it all, knowing that it was in 1921 where they were facing a firing squad in Mexico. She says that she hates Logan because they are so alike, yet somehow he always gets the lemonade while she gets given the lemons. She assures him that they won't have to kill each other after this, shooting Logan again, but the hero launches himself at the woman, telling her that being saddled with the Phoenix Force is no lemonade, wanting to give her a taste of it. Mystique already knows its taste, unleashing her own Phoenix Force onto Logan as she transforms into a giant dark phoenix, ripping Old Man Logan apart, sending each piece of him out into the cosmos. Sometime later, the Goddesses of Thunder begin their search for Logan, finding a small rock in space where they confront Mangob, who has Logan's head. The villain tells them that if they want the head, they'll have to come and take it if they dare, but if they do, they'll know such suffering at his fists. The warrior women attack the beast as Elisiv recounts how they were sent to gather the Old Man Phoenix, using their grandfather's hammer to guide them, and along the way they picked up the hammers of the fallen Thors from across the multiverse. She finds that fear grows with every new hammer they add to their collection, as whoever is their enemy, they can kill Thor and Phoenix alone. So what are the warriors to such a god killer? At the God Quarry, Ant-Man, Moon Knight and Vision escape the Hellfire Pit, telling the other Avengers to prepare for incoming, warning them to keep their heads down and to get ready for the biggest napalm blast they've ever seen. Old Man Logan blasts out of the hole, gathering the Mephistos into an inferno of flames and fire as the Goddesses of Thunder and the Carol Corps blast them from above. Elisiv knows that at the battle, Logan gave them all they wanted the most, a war to call their own. She knows that each of her sisters and herself take after their grandfather in different ways, with Frigg embodying Thor's commanding voice that out-thunders any storm, acting as a natural leader. A2 is the fiercest fighter she knows, devouring every second of her life in battle. Elisiv, meanwhile, knows that she embodies Thor's passion and admiration for the profound beauty of mortal life in all its forms. Elisiv brings their ship around to face the Mephistos, using her mace to smash the ropes holding the thousands of Mjolnirs at the front of the boat, letting them loose to fly down and hit the enemy like artillery fire, before crashing the big boat into a giant Mephisto. One of the Mephistos spots Elisiv praying on the battlefield, making fun of her for doing so, but she tells the devil that she is praying that once she has drunk her fill of Mephisto blood that she'll have the power to put the cup down and not take any more. She swings her mace at the devil as the battle reaches its end, with the Avengers emerging victorious. Star Panther sees the Mephistos are retreating and the God of Fists wants to go after them, as Elisif asks if the Avengers Tower was what they were really after, since the power in the rocks beneath them is older than anything she has ever encountered. Old Man Phoenix tells her that this is the God Quarry, and it is the bedrock of everything that is, and the tower is there just to protect it and what is buried underneath it. Ant-Man tells the team of the mine he found, wanting Captain Carter and her Howling Commandos to investigate. Peggy rallies her Captain Americas, one of which has found he can pick up Mjolnir, while Old Man Phoenix isn't too pleased that a variant of himself is a Captain America. Captain Marvel meanwhile wants to come with the team hunting Mephistos, as Frigg finds war not to be like how Thor described it, but Elisif thinks it's exactly like how he made it out to be, wondering how he did it so many times without losing himself in it. Frigg meets with Ant-Man again, glad to see that he is still alive but notices he's wounded, so Moon Knight wants to take him to the tower to see medical, as Robbie Reyes contacts them from the tower, telling them all sorts of alarms have been triggered in the tower. The Avengers see what's coming, calling for Robbie to get out of the tower, but it's too late as the Doom World crashes right into the tower, destroying it. Doom above all unleashes all of his dooms, demanding that they keep the Avengers at bay while he claims the rights to all existence. Logan and Star Panther attack the Doom above all, telling the villain that the Masters of Evil will pay for what they did. Doom tells them that the Mephistos and the Masters of Evil are all gone, and there has only ever been one Master, and soon there will be nothing else but Doom. Old Man Phoenix notices a magical barrier forming around Doom while he conducts his spell, calling for a Sorcerer Supreme to come and help with the evil Sorcerer Supreme. Ant-Man knows that they need to figure out something else, since while they have plenty of Carols and Caps, they have no sorcerers. Suddenly, Avenger Prime returns, apologizing since he was busy almost dying at the hands of a Mephisto. He removes his helmet, assuring Ant-Man that he is Avenger Prime, as for all of the universes, one thing is always a constant. You can't have the Avengers without him, as it's revealed that Avenger Prime is Loki.